I got kinda lost trying to find the exit, but I eventually found that I had to take the elevator up and go through this door. And when I opened it, my goodness, it was so beautiful. The grass, the trees, the sky, and the other giant tree. Once I saw everything, I knew I was really here in the lands between for my vacation. I got to meet Vari, who I love so much, and of course heard him say his iconic line,
"Come to the lands between. Of course you have. You are maidenless, without guidance."
which was also so lovely. For today's outfit, I wore this blindfold that they put on you before entering the lands between, just to keep this destination a little secretive and reduce the amount of tourists in the area. I thought it was a super cute souvenir to wear on my first day too. I'm also wearing this golden robe which I felt matches nicely with the Earth tree, and I think this distressed look fits a little better with what the other locals were wearing. My first destination I want to go to is the Round Table Hold. It's a little out of the way from all the other places, so I wanted to cross this off the list before we really started to travel around.
Welcome to the Round Table Hold.
It was such a gorgeous place. It felt unreal. Being in the halls with so many famous people was really cool. But overall, it was such an amazing experience. I had so much fun. Since I arrived halfway through the day, I spent the rest of it traveling all the way south to get to my Airbnb. And once I arrived, I fell asleep immediately. In the morning, I woke up to the calming bells in the distance and wow, the beach. It was so incredible. The light from the Earth tree really set the scene with all the rain. It really brings this atmospheric vibe that you don't really get to see anywhere else. I went more south to visit the islands of the peninsula. There weren't many people on the side of the lands, which was nice. Getting to watch the sea by myself was so calming. It looked like it went on endlessly to like a future unknown. It stopped raining for a moment, so I wanted to talk about the transportation here in the lands between. I honestly would recommend getting a horse to travel around. There's no Ubers or taxis, so there's a lot of walking. Having a horse also allows you to experience the most out of the scenic views here. It's only the second day, but I stopped so often just to soak it all in. After we dried off at the beach, I wanted to see the mausoleum that was close by. I even got to pay my respects to the demigod who passed here. The lands between has all of this rich history and architecture that feels left unexplained. But it really puts you into a whole different world where you don't have to worry about stuff back home, like chores, jobs, and other responsibilities. It's so nice. I'm glad that I took this vacation. For the final destination today, I want to visit one of the catacombs here. I'm going in the day because I don't want to be too spooked. I don't really believe in any ghosts, but they did say at the entrance that you might encounter some. It was so cool. I can't believe this place was open to the public. I'm so glad I purchased the torch beforehand too, because it was really dark and hard to see in some areas. They kind of just let you go at your own pace, so I kept getting lost. The atmosphere was plenty spooky, with all the skulls and weapon props littered around. I kept looking for the aforementioned ghosts, but I had no luck. Hi Shauna, I just want to follow up on my application. If you could please call me back when you're not busy, that would be really nice. Thanks so much again for the opportunity, and sorry for bothering you. I know things can be really busy right now, but hopefully we can speak soon. Bye! At the end of the catacombs, there was a little lever that you could pull that opened a whole new room. It took you to this lovely little open area. You can really see where the roots above are coming from. Despite being a little disappointed not being able to see any ghosts, I left with my head held high and went to take my mind off of things. I found a nice little spot in this cave to do a little camping, and I rented it out to stay the night just to save a little bit on money.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
I was feeling a little under the weather today, so I masked up. It might have been due to being out in the rain all day yesterday. Today we're going to Stormvale Castle, one of the Lands Between's most famous locations. It was really hard to see and I might have gotten a little lost. It might be because I was a little delirious, but it felt like I kept coming back from the same spot. Luckily, I got to meet such a gentleman who guided me up to where I needed to be. He was such a sweetheart despite his tough exterior. I actually passed him a few times on my way up to Stormvale Castle. I was also getting a tour of Stormvale Castle, and it's so interesting hearing the rich history of the castle itself. The tour guide said the castle had different rulers and you can see it take form on the castle. The golden neo-Gothic detailing signifies its current ruling of Godric compared to the Roman-style buildings when the Stormlord was in charge. At the end of the tour, I went back to my Airbnb, which I can't say I was super excited about. They wanted me to clean and take out the trash, which is fine, but like, look at this. I haven't even done anything and there's just books everywhere. I'm really worried that they're going to charge me for this. Also, the bathroom is all the way down in the public kitchen. I guess this is kind of what you get when you stay at such a nice establishment for the cheap. Wow, there's no jobs in all of Canada? I guess we can just keep vacationing. Today I woke up feeling so refreshed. You know, I've been doing some reflecting on this trip, and at some moments I feel like this vacation isn't worth the endeavor. Maybe it's because I'm getting over that sickness from yesterday, but it feels like all of this pain and sorrow has kind of melded away. It was like a voice was calling to me. Why shouldn't I enjoy this vacation? Here we are in the lands between. I have the chance to experience a whole new world, and I should be using my time wisely. I only have one pair of clothes left, and I feel this really puts me in the vacation zone. Ta-da! Couldn't be on a vacation without dressing a little touristy, right? The stars must have aligned because I got invited to go to the Radon Festival in the south. It's a festival to celebrate Radon. He was some kind of famous person in the lands. The way it was explained to me, it's almost like a retirement party. There's apparently going to be so many famous people there, so this is a must. It's going to take the full day to get there, and it starts in the evening, so I better get going. forgot to record earlier, but there was this beast taming magic show before the festival started, and it was really cool. There's so many awesome people here too. I got to meet Blyde, who just seemed like such a family man. Oh, and Alexander, he's so cool. He's the one who actually invited me out here to the festival. Hearing Radon's story was so amazing too. He's not holding on to his former glory, but it's his perseverance to keep going is what made him so iconic. I'm pretty excited for this day's attraction. I took a hike early in the morning to get this gorgeous view, and I couldn't help but see this beautiful church here as well. The architecture in this Nox priestess statue spring in the middle was so neat. Today we're going to the Ryalakara Academy. It's right over there in the middle of the lake, standing ever so tall, covered in this mysterious magical fog. Some people say it's closed, but there's this super secret way of getting in, which is why we're going at night. There's some little hidden gems around the lakes that not many people know of, so in the meantime, I thought it'd be nice to visit other ruins in the lands between. On the way there, I stopped by Boggart's Crab Boil. If you're visiting the lands between, this is a must. The prawns were super fresh, caught right here on the lakes, and they were so good. Boggart was previously incarcerated, but he's trying to turn over a new leaf. It's so inspiring to see someone follow their passion and find a job that they love. If you ever stop by, please, please, please give his shop a try and a lovely review.
I'll be seeing you.
Just beyond this door is this beautiful grotto of ancient ruins built along the wall and all over this cave. It's as if there are two different periods, with this giant man-made structure too big for the cave compared to the smaller ruins and the water system surrounding it. I think what makes this place so magical for me is just the greenery and all of its nature reclaiming itself after the civilized periods. We just arrived at the academy. Look at how fantastical it looks from the outside. It's so pretty. I couldn't join any of the tours. They said they were understaffed, but I didn't see any job postings or anything, so I'm not sure what that's all about. It was so interesting seeing all the famous sorcerer alumni from the school, like Headmaster Renala, Lusana Livinus, Azur Carolus, Lazuli, and the Twin Sages. I'm curious what the other graduates are doing right now. Are they stuck researching the same spells every day, only for the head mage to take all the credit? Or are they doing something completely different from what they went to school for? I'm not really sure. Good morning! Last night I stayed at this little village Jarberg. It's such a quaint little place by the cliffs with all the village folk here. Today we're going to the Atlas Plateau and visit Lindell for the day. And maybe we can get to see a butterfly sanctuary in the afternoon? Look at how beautiful the trees are. It's like fall forever. The golden shimmer of the leaves is just amazing. The weather feels great on my skin too. And look at these cute windmills on the north end. Wow, we're here in the capital and it's so cool. It was a little hard to get into because the main entrance was under construction, but we're here now. I got some great shots of being in the city and met some locals. I even got to meet the King of Lindell briefly. As I left Lindell, I found Boggart's second shop for a quick bite to eat. He says he's expanding, which is so awesome for him. It took quite a while to get here, but I'm super excited to see what it's all about. Maybe we can go somewhere else. I know it's getting a little late, but there's this amazing underground area that I can probably check out. I got to see more lovely waterfalls here in the underground. Isn't this place so beautiful? It's peaceful, really. I never really got to see this in the city. The sky painted with so many individual stars. It's hard to see each one as unique, but they all shine so brightly. Here it is in front of me. This false night sky. Shit. I think today is my last day. I had a great time here in the lands between, but it's time to leave.